Hello everyone. Today we are finally breaking into the Institute. Yeah, it's gonna be a hoot. It's this right here. So, the molecular level. Probably could have been had this up, but there was this thing I wanted to get from the railroad where you can upgrade your armor. It's called the ballistic weave. Pain in the ass if you don't like the railroad. Big old pain in the ass. And then I saved you all the trouble of watching me. Yeah. Try to hook this up. Basically, this is the molecular relay. It's gonna jimmy jack the teleportation signal so that we go to the Institute instead of a courser. So. Anyway.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Sure.
Shouldn't we test it first?
I wish we could, but we've only got the one frequency code. There's no way to test it without actually jacking into the Institute signal. And as soon as we do that, we've used our one and only chance. As soon as the Institute figures out what we did, and I gotta believe those brainiacs won't be caught napping twice, that code we've got is useless.
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens.
You sound so confident. Alright.
Just get on the platform. I'll do the rest.
Well, I have to try not to get killed. I don't know where Piper went. She was here. There she is. Piper, a defining moment over here. Don't you want to, I don't know, write this down?
Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam.
Or my body.
By the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds.
I don't care.
Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay.
Okay.
Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
First of all, does the Minutemen really want to start tussling with the Institute? I asked y'all for help because I don't like the other two teams. But y'all don't need to be doing any inside jobs. Holy shit. Yeah, I leveled up. Alright. Wow. We're inside the fucking Institute. Alright. What's this? Do I have to do this?
Hello? I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
God, this is like Twilight Zone sci-fi level. Okay. Like how many times I have to push this button?
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
What the fuck is my boy, father? The hell have y'all done with my boy? Well, I thought I was gonna get some nice lighting effect, but oh shit.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean. I've been looking for you for so long.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Yes, it's me, your dad. I'm here, Sean.
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. I'm here now.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus.
Sean's a fucking synth.
Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges.
That's an understatement.
Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Give me Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's here, in the Institute. Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded.
No, it hasn't.
It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean.
God, you're old.
I am your son.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality, and here I am. Raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
My boy is old.
It wasn't right, what they did. Taking you from me like that.
To you, that would certainly seem true. But to the Institute, it made all the sense in the world. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being, walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
I think I see where this is going.
Then perhaps you already understand why it was necessary for the Institute to acquire me. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course, but it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father.
That's some science.
Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum.
Minimum my ass.
The Institute took it.
They took my wife.
Kellogg's mission.
My wife.
I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie.
I mean, his life was just about as fucked
It's
up as
no
ours
coincidence
is.
your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Yes, we had revenge, but I mean, I don't know. All right.
I think I've heard enough for now.
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
You want me to stay here? In the Institute?
Yes, that is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine?
Yeah.
The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
How can you say that? How can you be so dismissive of all those people? Everything they've done?
Because it is the simple truth. And I believe you know it too. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience.
He said
And
this so
finally, Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Wow. That's some heavy shit. It's very heavy. Do I get out this way? I forgot. I don't remember. Whatever. No, it's like a closet. Yeah, that's some heavy shit. Man. You do all this and you discover your child is like 60, 70 years old after all this time.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Hey, Doc.
Thanks again.
Of course.
You weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be.
Yes, but I didn't get to see it.
I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
I'm just looking around.
I see. Well, please do mind what you touch. Sensitive equipment here, not like topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facilities division, I'm happy to discuss it.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye, then.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
You know, snap, I mean, with the Sims now, they won't be attacking.
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
Actually, wait a minute. You probably do not have the bullets that I want.
Hey,
Requisition clearance granted. How may I help you?
let's see what you have.
Damn. I knew it. They only keep the laser rifle guns, ammo. I need 44 because my new gun is pretty awesome. Awesome. I think it does like almost 200 damage.
Have you had time to examine my latest reports on Batch 274?
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing. Young Wally must be close to 10 years old by now. It's remarkable that any child can survive for so long up there, don't you think?
I try not to think too much about it. We have more than enough to occupy ourselves here. And those people are the last remnants of a dying past. It's best not to dwell on the subject.
They're still people, and they're suffering. We can at least admit that it's regrettable. After all, how can we hope to redefine mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity?
Well, that's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Yes, well... I suppose you're right.
It's great to have you here.
Doctor.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
I look forward to learning more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora. We've even started to explore the idea of
Sure.
You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction,
Synth
we've done a good
animals.
job making them seem lifelike.
It's gonna be in the next
initiative
game.
is still in its
Synth
early
suit.
stages, but the prospects are very exciting. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is, but I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but I'd like to give it a try.
Great. I was hoping you'd say that. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
I'm good for now, thanks.
Take care, then.
We got plants for days down here.
Please resist any urge you might feel to eat the specimens in the hydroponic garden.
Yeah. God, it's always got to be one mouthing off to. Alright, let's hurry up and wrap this up. We can move on to other things.
Is it true Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
It is true.
That is
Deal with it.
That was my
That's what happens when you live underground. You get no food that you actually want. Not that living in the Commonwealth is going to be any better, I guess.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Rushed work is sloppy at best and deadly at worst.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized 5 sets of design schematics, and now I'm doing detailed mental comparisons.
That's amazing.
Oh, well, a lot of us do that. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I just wanted to say how much I admire Father, and that it's an honor to meet you. I really hope you'll stay here with us.
Okay, you're not the main one. Who was
Well,
the main
that was productive.
mofo in here? Oh, yeah. I forgot about you. Hey.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
Don't be a bitch.
I get the impression you don't want me here.
What I want, in this case, is largely irrelevant. Father gave his orders. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours.
Get away from my
I've been
Pip-Boy.
told to install a courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement.
Look now.
In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
Is everything okay, Dr. Lee? You seem pretty tense.
Yes, things are... It's fine. I'm sorry, I don't socialize much. I prefer to focus on my work.
Don't be another Marcy. I thought it was a freaking speech check.
I wish I had more time to spend with Quentin, but I can...
He's about to say you couldn't be in two places at once, but I mean, you could just, synthesize.
Reporting
yourself.
status. All functions normal.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial.
No, not that shit. Take that off. That's what I'm trying to do.
The dosage will be much larger this time.
You know
And
the
side
protocol,
effects
sir.
will likely be
Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do.
Welcome to the Institute, sir.
Ooh, sir. Clout.
I am seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
Report anything
They're
suspicious to
dragging
the
their feet on the
SRB.
targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with me. Send a message.
You're here.
Please don't.
Glad you made it.
There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
The Directorate should take the
Hi, Doc.
synth escapes more
So.
seriously.
Here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you
unknown
understand.
quantity.
There won't be any issues, will there?
I guess we'll find out.
Indeed. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with
I
a
don't like
brief
your
overview
mustache.
of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escape.
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking.
Okay, stop sucking your
But I
own
gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
Ingenuity.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant.
He was, since I died like 1,000
Perform
times.
detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't
It was
know.
like the hardest fight I've had in this
Now,
damn
unless
game
you
in a
need
while.
something else, I'll get back to work.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Very well.
All this must be a little overwhelming for you.
Okay, what do they want me to do now? There's a computer here. It's like no matter what you do, they want you to like halfway betray. This too. Do I have to play the tape, or can I just go about my biz? Yeah, it says use. Okay, don't you give me in fucking trouble. Alright, so now we got fast travel to and from.
All systems nominal.
It'll come up. Alright, yeah. And now I have to figure out which staircase is what, because they do not all connect. I feel so grubby compared to all these other people. Okay, they're on this floor. And
Yes?
shot. Can't go here. They're probably over there.
Sir, we've
Hi,
had
mister.
another situation. A code red.
What? This is the third time
Remember
in 2
to
weeks.
keep
This is
unnecessary
unacceptable.
power
How could this
consumption
happen?
to a minimum.
I think there was a system
Don't
glitch.
recharge unless your primary levels are below.
Yeah, alright. Talkity exposition.
Hi. Isn't it wonderful here?
Moderately. At least y'all are nicer to me, save for a few. Damn Brotherhood of Steel. Stupid.
Carry on, sir.
Railroad. Ah, how do I get down there? Shit. Ow. Ah. Yeah, busted my ass. Yeah, this is the only part of the Institute I don't like is the running around. Trying to find shit. There we go.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible. It's amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate what we've accomplished. None of it has been easy. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
If the synths are intelligent and self-aware, then they have a right to free will.
However closely they may approximate human behavior, they are still our creations.
They come from you.
When you see what I have to show you, I think you'll agree that we know what is best for our synths. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
We'll bring that synth home.
That would be best for everyone. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
Alrighty then. Well, we're gonna go hunt down the synth for the first time in the next episode. Right now, I'm gonna sit down, have quality time with my boy, who's not a boy anymore.
The sooner that synth is safely back in the Institute, the better for everyone.
When the moment... Whatever. Alright, the moment's passed. Whatever. I'll see y'all in the next episode. Like and subscribe.